Hello and welcome to a short presentation of our latest version, our GData Security software for business. This is version 14.00641, the current version that's available for download. So as you can see, on the left side we have added a tab system on which you can see clients and the management servers, in which if you select a group, go to the specific settings regarding either the management servers or the clients. So if we're just here with the clients, we'll go to the settings, we have the overview, manage users, infrastructure logs. Not much has changed in here. Our general settings, the cleanup options, desynchronization, load limit, backup of the servers, the email configuration for specific recipients, and last but not least, the Android settings. Within the section of the updates, you can run signature updates either manually or periodically, enable peer-to-peer update distribution, go into the program updates. Like I said, it's the current version 14.00641. Let's say that you can run it updates periodically, and also the distribution of those downloaded updates. Access data and settings, and also the signature rollback in case there's a false positive. Our report manager, pretty much self-explanatory, so I'm not going into a lot of detail. The license management, in which you can see how many clients or licenses are in use, and also the action center, which is relevant for network monitoring. Network monitoring will be presented in a different presentation. I think it's in the latest version of updates, version 14. This is also available for download. Moving on to the client settings, in which you can see that we've added the support of send mail and postfix. Those are Linux mail servers, and also Squid. More details on that one also in the version 14 update presentation. Okay, our clients, the general overview. Might take a few seconds to load. Okay. Please note, this is not a live system. This is a demo system, so there might be some security warnings, but those are normal in this kind of system environment. The software that's currently in use on each group or each client, what kind of hardware is in use, and all messages regarding our clients. The general client settings. Not much has changed in here. So we move on to the monitor settings. In which you can see that we've added the so-called exploit protection. This function was already available in our retail versions, has now been enabled for business softwares as well, so you can use it to prevent the risk of zero-day attacks from third-party software or aimed at the operating system itself. Also, more information on that you can find on our separate presentation on the GData Patch Manager. That's also available for download. Just contact us if you want to see this one as well. Moving on to the email settings. Also the same. So we're going to show you a few information regarding the send mail and postfix servers. As you can see, first the clients, the settings for both types, anti-spam filter, and the logs as usual as well. Same goes for the Squid server, in which you can manage the settings and also the logs. Back to our regular settings. I'm just going to select the group Android because those next settings are specifically for Android settings. You can manage the general settings, which are updates, web protection, the virus check, and the synchronization of the device, enforce certain policies. The lost stolen function if a device is lost or might get stolen. The used apps on those devices. The phone book. And calls and SMS filter. Okay, moving on. The Tasks tab, in which you can see all current tasks that are planned. In this case, we have a quick scan within a certain group for a certain client. Also pretty much self-explanatory. Next up, the Policy Manager. In which you can see the application control, certain games or third-party software that should not be used within your network can be configured. Also, the device control to enable or disable certain USB ports or webcams or the CD, DVD drive. Also the web content control, as the name already says it, that you can control certain contents while surfing, and also the general internet usage time, in which you can manage that the user of the client can only access the internet during work hours, for example, or in certain times or time periods that you have configured. In this case, from 6 to midnight. In this time period, the internet is available for each and every client. Next up, the firewall settings. So you can see those settings for the general settings for the firewall, if it's run in an internal or outside the internal network, which rule sets can be used, and of course those rule sets can be defined within the tab rule sets. So if you have a new application that needs to be allowed, you can add it in here. Like I already said, the patch manager will be handled in another presentation, so I'm going to skip it on this one so that we can move on to the logs. Just as the same with the squid or sendmail or postfix, that you can see all those relevant logs, in this case security events, or next tab, the infrastructure logs. And also the statistics. On the clients, if everything's okay. Statistics on detection methods. In this case, that our scanner is responsible for all detections within the network. A certain virus hit list, in this case our test file, and also which clients have been attacked the most, or on which the most infectious or malicious files have been found. This sums up the short presentation. If you have any more questions regarding our software, feel free to contact us anytime. We will provide an email address in which you can contact us.